Awesome. How's my volume? Alrighty, welcome to another riveting Schedule 1 development stream. Today, hopefully, I'll actually be getting some stuff done. I'll be doing a little bit of modeling, maybe a little bit of coding. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. And sorry, I won't be able to check the chat too much today, just because I do actually have to get some stuff done. But I'll be taking breaks occasionally, and I'll be able to read it then. So today I'll be replacing the bed, well at least modeling the locker that'll be replacing the bed. So yeah, I think the bed probably takes up a little too much space for each employee, so I'm going to be replacing it with a metal locker, which will be a bit more compact. It'll work the exact same as the bed, just be a bit more space efficient. We size it to be about 0.5 by 1.5. That size I think will work well. Let me check the game actually. Oh, by the way, how's the new Espada going? I got a new patch out for it yesterday. I know the vehicles weren't saving properly, but I think that should be fixed now, hopefully. I think that's probably a good size. What do lockers look like? Like this could be nice. Sort of a double door. Basic. Do the job. Vents on the sides to spice it on the some vents on the side to spice it up a little. do. Should turn this cool. Oh yeah. Let me shut Discord up for a sec. Damn, 1,300 viewers. Thank you everyone for joining. Apologize, this will not be the most enthralling content, but you know, if you're happy to check in, I appreciate it. some vents down on the side here. Level on the edges, add a bit more texture to them. Along here. Get like a little panel down here, maybe. This bit up. Sort of handle there now. sort of vertical handle like this stuff. So bit. That back forward. Merge. Something like that. This in. That'll do. That's exterior almost there. That'll do for now. Fit out the interior. I think I'll have 4 shelves, I think. Maybe 3. of this into one object. Okay. Let's export this and I'll do the texturing in Substance Painter. Whoops. No way. That one. Oh. I'll get this this texturing done and I'll take a little break and I'll be able to read the chat and answer some questions. I don't mind this one. A little left. Oh, by the way, I'll play some of the new the jukebox tracks that Kaisel's done. the visuals just about done. Extra streaming for these. Sorry, just gonna take a call. I'll be back in a sec. Oh shit, sorry, just realized I had my mic on mute. Can you guys hear me now? You got it? Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so I was saying, I need to change the code a little because at the moment the employees expect to be assigned to a bed, but this is not a bed, and attaching a bed script to this is just a bit of a messy solution. So I think I'll split this script up a little into a new, like, employee station script, and then that can be attached to both beds and lockers. I think that to avoid confusion, I will like label everything like to like assign to lockers rather than like lockers or beds, just because I think going forward it's not going to make sense to, you know, assign to beds. So I will keep the functionality to assign employees to beds, just for like, you know, to support existing saves. But going forward, I'll word it to yeah, assign an employee to a locker rather than a bed. Okie doke. This all done. What's that square thing? New script. Actually, sorry, you know, I'll do that. I'll take a little break, do a Q&A now. Alright. You guys want to ask any questions? Localization. Yes, I am. I was originally gonna do like a community localization thing, but seeing as porting to consoles is probably going to be coming up sooner than I originally thought, I'll probably work with a localization company to do official localizations. I'm expecting to hopefully have that done. May. Realistically, sometime in June, I think. And my initial language support is probably going to be. I'm gonna run down here somewhere. I was just looking at the Steam user stats as well as the stats for the scheduling community, and so I decided that the initial languages will be. Right, yes. I don't know where I wrote them, but from memory it will be German, French, simplified Chinese, I think it was Russian, and Portuguese from memory, and maybe another one that I'm forgetting to name. So once I'll get those initial ones done first, and then of course I can do more in the future as well. GeForce Now, yes, that's actually pretty easy to switch on. The only thing is you need cloud saves to work really, like, they need to be really solid. And just because there are some issues with Steam Cloud syncing at the moment, I'm getting that sorted before I switch on GeForce Now. That's actually what I'm doing in this next update. So probably in a week or two weeks from time, I'll have all the Steam Cloud stuff sorted, and then I'll be able to switch on GeForce Now easily enough. How many lines of code? I think like 140,000, something like that. But probably 20 or 30,000 of that is like third-party libraries and stuff. So code that I've written, probably a little over 100k. Any update with Steam Deck? Yes, I'm working with a company on that. They're gonna give me some advice for yeah, porting to Steam Deck. How did you make the characters? All the modeling was done in Blender, rigged in Blender as well. I used Mixamo for a lot of the animations. Yeah. Will lockers cost the same as beds? Yeah, probably. When is this update expected to be out? So the update that's in beta at the moment, assuming everything is working, there's nothing terribly wrong, I can probably release that fully today. And this update, this next update that I'm working on now, which will include the lockers, as well as like item filters for handlers and some other improvements to employees, will probably be... I'll have it in beta sometime next week, and then fully released hopefully towards the end of next week. Box truck. Good act. I do want to add bigger vehicles. I remember back early on in development, I did a flatbed truck that's like pretty much usable. It's just not in the game right now. So I probably will actually get this implemented at some point, because it's a good storing a lot of stuff. I'll probably actually maybe add this in when I add driver employees. Good time for it. It's a texturing program. I was using Substance Painter. I use a little bit of Photoshop as well when I need to hand paint stuff. Thinking of hiring more devs onto the team? Yes, I am actually. Probably the first person I'd like to bring on is an artist, just because I am mostly a programmer. That's what I'm best at. I can get by with art, kind of, but I'm not particularly great at it. So it'd be great to have someone who's a real pro at that, and that I can get all the art to. There be cartels to fight with eventually? Yes, the cartel will be coming. That's definitely a that'll be one of the first options for the first feature vote. So the options will be shrooms, police expansion, or cartels. Those will be the three options. And I need to set up the in-game voting system, which I will do at some point this month, and I'll do that vote hopefully in the first half of this month. I'd like to get properly to work on the next big update once this employee update's done. When did you get into game development? I started on Roblox a little over 10 years ago, actually. I first was, just fiddling around in Roblox, just doing projects there. And a few years later, I moved on to Unity. I did a bunch of just small little hobby projects for a while, just built up my skill set. I've played around with Unreal a little as well, which I do like. So yeah, I've been working with Unity now for probably close to just 10 years. Did you learn to code? I think at the start I just read a couple of books. Because I started with Roblox, and that uses Lua. At least it did back then. I'm not sure if it still does. So that's a pretty high level, easy to work with language. I started there, just read some books on it. Just started really playing around, just trying to make something basic. You can stumble your way through the first few things, but you'll pick stuff up as you go along. Yeah. When will we be able to buy the brick building? Yeah, so that one, if anyone's not aware, there's a big mansion up in the residential area. I'll show it now. It's all, the interior's pretty much fully fitted out. It's pretty much ready to go. I'm sure some people have figured out how to like modify the game files to unlock it early. But that will be related to the cartel update. And yes, that will be a usable property at some point. It may not be purchased just like how how all the other properties are purchased, but it will definitely be usable. And this is the one here. It's got like a little motor court out here and some interiors, all rooms all through here. A good amount of space. Yes, that will be coming. Did you study computer science in college? No, I am studying mechanical engineering actually, but no, I have no formal qualifications in software. Which programming languages? Just C#. Is the map ever getting expanded? Yes, it is. Plan on adding more guns? Yeah, I do actually. So at the moment there's the revolver, which is like the cheap option, and then the M1911. I do want to add like a another like semi-auto gun with maybe more ammo, more rounds in the per magazine, faster fire rate, maybe less damage. But that will be probably the next gun. Also more melee weapons as well. I want to add like a I don't know, I don't know. I'm sure there's plenty of options for the golf club. That'd be a fun one. Golf club, maybe a pool noodle, good stuff like that. Taser, yes. I'm gonna also make the taser purchasable. Will the police get harder? Yes. I'm gonna do a police expansion at some point that will include probably different levels of police activity as you progress through the game. So you'll start with just the local cops, and then if you reach a certain level with like you're making big moves in town, maybe they'll bring in the DEA or the fictional equivalent. That'll step up the police activity. There'll be a police helicopter at some point. I just need to expand the map a little first. But yeah, the police will be a lot more of a much more formidable force in the future. And there'll also be other options for interaction, like bribery, getting dirty cops, that sort of stuff. So yes, that will be expanded. What was the hardest feature to add? I mean, as a whole, multiplayer is always a pain in the ass, just because everything gets way more complicated. Like, I'd say the average thing is just 3 times harder when it has to be set up for multiplayer. So that was the biggest, like, major feature. Like, the game probably would have taken half the time if it wasn't going to be a multiplayer one. Just wasn't important to me to have multiplayer. Yeah, but smaller things, I guess. Probably the vehicle driving AI. It's a little jank, but even getting it to that level was just a pain. It's like there's a big like I'll show you how it works, kinda. Anywho, there's a big like navigation mesh made out of triangles, and then that's initially used to calculate a path for a vehicle from one point to another, and that path is run through like a smoothing algorithm to give it like a less jaggedy path that a vehicle can actually follow, and it does some extra post-processing so that like it exits the road if it needs to go off-road at the right point. It's certainly not a perfect system. The driving AI is, very basic, but still, just getting anything to work was a massive pain. Consolidating the save files. Yeah, so previously, the way the game saves everything is find an example. Everything is split up into very small individual files. So like for like a property, for example, the car wash, it's like each object has its own folder, and then there's files within that folder, and there's just yeah, I mean a big set like late game save can have like thousands of really small files. Which is fine. It just doesn't work too well with Steam Cloud Sync. Generally, it works better with a larger amount. I mean, a smaller amount of larger files. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. In this most recent update, the one that's in beta, I've consolidated a lot of the these ones. So like products, there used to be an individual file for each product. Now it's all combined into this one big file. Same with like the world storage entities and stuff like that. Trash. So yeah, most of it's consolidated now. I still need to do the NPCs. At the moment, they still have their own individual folders and files for like the customer data, the base NPC stuff, relationship. All of that needs to be combined into one big file. So that's what that is, and that should hopefully be done in the next update. And that'll mean basically faster saving, faster loading, less errors with Steam Cloud syncing. Yeah, overall a good time. Are you French? No, I'm not French. Any tips to learn Blender and Substance Painter? Yeah, Blender took me, I think, 4 separate attempts to learn it, where I gave up 3 times because just like, I hate this shit. There's so many keys. I don't understand any of this. Yeah, you just gotta keep at it. Once you get the hang of it and you know all the keys and stuff, and it's actually a pretty nice piece of software to use, but you just gotta push through the confusion of just accidentally pressing stuff and you're in some weird mode and you know don't know how to get out of it. Just yeah, so there's a big learning curve at the start, but once you push through that, it actually is pretty nice to use. Substance Painter. Substance is actually, I mean, I don't really know it. I just drag the materials on and tweak the very basic stuff. I wouldn't say that I'm a pro at that. But that's pretty easy to just boot up, drag a model in, and do some basic texturing. Car robbing? Yeah, that'd be cool. I do want to add more opportunity for shenanigans at some point, so breaking into car trunks, maybe breaking into buildings at some point, stealing cash, just more, you know, devious activities. I think that'd be fun. Stealing people's mail. How long's the game been in development? I started work on it in March of 22. So from start till early access release was a little over 3 years. You have to do a lot of math when writing code. Not too much really. The trickiest math was actually yeah the vehicle navigation. There was a bit of math there. I guess like placing objects and just figuring out all the coordinates for the tiles and the rotation and that sort of stuff, but nothing too crazy. Will you add high heels or girly stuff? To the best of my ability, yeah. High heels will be a bit of a challenge because when you put shoes on, it actually I can demonstrate it. It doesn't actually lift the character up. It just kind of shrinks their feet to accommodate the shoes. So high heels is going to be a bit of a tricky one. But more girly stuff, I will try my best. I know the female hairstyles are a bit limited right now. Modeling hair is difficult. But yes, I'll do my best there. When is weather being added? I'm actually very excited about doing weather. I think having rain and fog and storms and stuff will really make the world feel a lot more alive. Probably I need to do the employee update and then community voted one, and then that. So sometime in probably late June or July, I think. This is how the shoes work. So you put shoes on and it just shrinks your feet to fit them in. I'm not sure how that's going to work with high heels. What about being able to create a stamp or logo for the products? Yes, definitely. I'm going to add a in the future that you'll have the ability to create your own custom like logo for your organization. So I'll set up some sort of drawing feature, or maybe even make it so that you can like import your own custom PNG or whatever, and you'll be able to throw that on your product packaging, on your vehicles, maybe on like your employee uniforms. Yeah, that'll be sick. Eventually going to add more areas like the casino, mini golf. Yes, so more mini games coming. The first one will probably be fishing, because you know everyone loves a good fishing mini game. Yeah, you'll just be able to catch fish, maybe sell them down at Randy's fishing hut. And maybe you could catch some other stuff as well. Maybe a brick of cocaine could be a rare drop, something like that. So yeah, first up will be fishing, and then I'll add some more mini games in the future, more like odd jobs and stuff. There's actually a fully functional forklift in the game that I added early on back when I was you used to have to be able to you used to have to like pick up pallets of items and load them onto your trucks, which was cool. It was just a little tedious. So there's a fully functional forklift that I spent like 2 weeks on, and I'd like to use that at some point. So maybe I'll make some sort of forklift mini game where you get to like load pallets and shit, and you get paid some cash for it. Okay, I should probably get back to work. should this thing have? Probably the same amount as the medium storage rack. 6. Okay, I think that's all set up. Let's test that. 1 sec, just gonna grab some water. Whoops. What did I do? Will do. That to the hardware stores. Okay, next thing is gonna be probably doing that employee entity stuff, coding. Should I call it employee station? That'll do. Apologies for this bit, this will be pretty dry, but I gotta get it done. I'll do another round of questions at the end. build a new computer soon, just because it takes like a full minute, solid minute to get into play mode now. Which is mostly my fault, because I haven't really optimized the editor stuff very well, but I'm just gonna buy the fastest CPU I can get. That should hopefully bring it down to a more reasonable 40 seconds. Nothing. Please station. Probably shouldn't have named it station. Also have stations. Rename it to employee home. The type and width. Do it. I'm just gonna go and replace that for the other employees. Handler counts. Alright, now last one, clean up. Okay, those are changed. Let's see how many errors that caused. I'm gonna guess 18. Oh! That's not half bad. What's this used for? Alright, no more errors, that's good. Sign that. Alright, let's jump into play mode and see if that works. Probably won't, but we'll see. By the way, this is my, if you're wondering what this big grey area is, this is my test scene. It's like code-wise identical to the normal map. I've just removed all of the world stuff so I can load in faster. Okay. I think that seems to be working. What about the bed? Ooh. Sign that. Okay. I had to do something else. What was it? Oh yeah, the UI still says bed. What's that? Manager config. works. I'll load up an existing save and make sure all the existing employee bed signs transfer eventually. One sec, just gotta duck to the bathroom. Okay. Alright, that's still assigned to that. Good. Alright. Nice. I think that's working. Let me check for all the different types of employees. Sweet. Alright, I think that's just about done. I'll get a sound for like the opening, closing. I'll sort that out later. Sweet. Mark that off. Next thing, I guess I'll keep working on the save file consolidation thing, which means more exciting code. I'm sure you'll be excited to hear. Ready for some riveting stuff. Okay. So I'll first set up this combined thing. The NPCs is a good place to start. One big combined NPC.json file. Script for that. Let's PC collection. this will hold all the individual NPC fields. Save data, inherit file, click, dynamic save data, NPCs. Under folder, switch that up. Virtual dynamic save data, get save data. Non-virtual get save data. To modify the child classes that used to override this, so that would be Okay, so that should handle the base PC data, including inheritance. It's serialized as a string, so fine. So base data is done, and then NPCs occasionally save other files as well. So like if they have stuff in their inventory, they'll save a separate inventory.json file. Messages, the relationship, their customer data. So to figure out a way to put all of the data from these files in the single. I have this additional datas thingy and store all those additional things. Figure out the best way to feed the data into this class. At the moment, the additional data is written in this function here to get all of this and put it here. Sorry. Probably just copy this over that. This with data dot add data relationship. That should do it. Saved differently to the others, as I think. Conversation. Mm-hmm. Comment all of this out. So that should all throw that data into this file. I'll have to modify the load function as well. There'll probably be some other NPC classes that save some additional data. It's like suppliers, maybe. Dealers? No, employees definitely do. Uh, Okay. So to override get save data, but I want to keep all this stuff. Save data based on equal based okay. Data and then added configuration stuff. Should do it. And then repeat that. Other accounts. Cleaner. And cool. So those done. So dealers, suppliers, employees, customer data. Is that handled by the base? Customer. Oof, this one is way too long. I need to split this up into separate scripts at some point. God, where is it? What is handled there? Whoops. What is it? Yada. I don't know. Customer data. Got save data. Get string. Okay, customers done. What else? Anyone else need to save special data? I don't think. That'll do it. So that's the save stuff done. Let's test that out. Save. No errors, that's good, maybe. Jeez. Well, it isn't too pretty, but it looks like it's stored everything. Customer data, yeah. Supplies. Yeah. It looks like the save stuff is working. Now I'll set up stuff. Now I'll need to set it up with legacy support so it can load the old save files as well as the new ones. PC. Okay, so try load file main path. String main contents. Load new PC data. PC collection data dot equal try dot equal. And then the legacy. Stuff. All right. Now, dynamic save dot npc dot npcs do stuff. We rename this to legacy npc loader. Rename this one to legacy employee loader. To create 2 new loaders. Collection NPC collection data. Assistants, C loaders, more. NPC. What's more? So I need to call the base. See, that needs to. All of the loaders are custom loaders at employee, so. So grab some water. Okay, so this one here is only loading the general NPCs under the this one. All the other the employees are loaded through here. It's calling those child loaders, I think. Sense. NPC load. Maybe I should create a new base loader class for the dynamic save. Oh, makes sense. What does this actually do? This doesn't make sense. Create a new base loader class. Loader. Take a string or a dynamic saved. Take a string so I can handle deserialization within this. Serialized dynamic save. If string is null, deserialized. into so right load. Okay. Need to extract the base NPC data from it, which is stored in string. A base method. Let's see what Copilot thinks. Yep. Mm-hmm. NPC data, base data equals base data, NPC data. Over. I have to modify this to take. Override that in these to do the custom stuff for dealers and suppliers and all of that. In a minute. Do the stuff, messages and health and relationship data first. If static will try get additional data string name out. stream.
Oh, you're doing a stream?
Yeah.
Ah, cool. Yeah, not bad.
It's good.
Editing and stuff.
Yeah. Just been doing some coding,
Oh yeah.
fun stuff.
It's cold. It's bloody cold out here.
Yeah, it is. What was I doing? This additional done. I just moved that. And then I don't even have to do any of this shit. Get rid of that. PC loader. If save done get. I'm just doing the save file consolidation thing, so I don't use so many individual files to save stuff.
Yeah, nice.
What's the point?
Oh, yeah. In a bit of time. Well, where at?
Chatswood.
Chatswood.
Yeah.
File sharing between friends should be easy to do. Isn't that already in game? Because you can export them.
File sharing, like save file sharing? If so, that's in the latest update.
Yeah. Nah, it's Cody Toaster. Yo. Sorry, man. I was fully busy on the weekend with like friends and stuff, so didn't get a chance. Have you got fingers on? Odds?
I think so.
Okay. This is the second stream that we've done?
Yes it is.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Relationship. Save data. Try to get data. Health. Data. Health.
See the chemists get assigned supply shelf like the botanists?
Huh?
You see the chemists get any assigned supply shelf like the botanists?
Maybe. The reason that botanists have... Wait, chemists have supplies, right? Don't they?
Yeah.
Let me check.
Chemists.
Big. Maybe they don't. Never mind. Sorry. The reason that botanists have supplies and all the others don't is that all the employees can be assigned to stations that like contain the required supplies, while botanists are assigned to like pots and grow tents and stuff, and those don't contain slots for like to store soil and seeds and stuff. So they need an external supply source to hold all their supplies. So that's why only the botanists have supplies at the moment. But I'll have a think about adding a supplies source to all the other employee types as well.
Yeah, and well, that's me. Chemists don't have supply. Tell Case will start streaming. Probably.
We'll try and get him on a stream.
Yeah.
Get him to come over soon.
Do you think we could ever get an accountant to help launder money for us?
Accountant to I mean, the laundering at the moment's just like, clicking the button, but I will, when I add drivers, they'll be able to take money to your businesses for you, and I'll probably add like a checkbox where you can set them to like automatically launder as soon as they arrive.
Oh yeah.
I do want to add some sort of like manager employee at some type. It could even maybe be like Paul Nelson himself plays a role where it's like a high level manager employee that can like coordinate all the other employees fully automate the entire system.
Thanks, Mad Lad and Toaster. Appreciate it.
Okay. If strike data.
So sick being able to watch it thinking how down to earth and chill Tala is. That's always good to see. Did the voices for the characters that got me dying.
There were all of us. I had all my friends come over, and we just set up in my closet right behind me. Just screamed into a microphone while we were half drunk. It was a good time.
That was very fun. Yeah, remember the time when the game was like when you first released the game, getting like kind of big.
Is this the demo or the full?
I think it might have been a demo.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was like you, me, and Casel sitting around, just being like, "Damn, this is crazy." Yeah. I could tell that was peak of voice acting. Really fits the tone. Yeah. Actually, this was all done by Tala plus friends. It's hilarious. So many fakes think they are fully paid actors and all sorts. The Toaster is doing like some mods for the stream. I think.
Is he?
Apparently he was.
Oh.
Talk to me about it. Yeah.
It's 3 hours.
Yep.
I've actually gotten stuff done this time.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I modeled a locker and I've been doing some coding.
It probably helps that like I wasn't there to interrupt you for like all about the questions. So. He plans for additional tracks from Casel. Yeah, he's planning.
Probably.
Yeah.
If he's happy to do it, I'm happy to. do additional volumes like how Minecraft did back in the day.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Probably accompany it with I'll get some maybe I'll expand the map and do some other stuff and get some new tracks sort of custom made for different parts of the map.
Yep.
I like when I had the cartel at the cartel thing. Nice.
Mm. Yeah, the checking chat during breaks helped a lot for Arla. Kept him focused when he needed to slam those locks out. We need free in the game. Free in the chat, yep. There's a lot of freeze happening here. Chat type free if Tyler should add free in gamer. There's a lot of freeze. Is there a meme of free that I missed since?
I think I heard something from Toaster that 3 is a prominent number somehow. I don't really understand it, to be honest, but
Yeah, wow.
it's just the culture of
Yeah,
the game, I guess.
yeah. It's a lot of phrase. The story behind Free is so iconic and that nobody actually knows why. And lean in the game. Yep. Oh, thanks, Toaster. I gotta see what this meme is about. Off topic in Discord, okay. A mad run. It's not my mad run. Get a backpack.
I'm gonna add backpacks and duffel bags and fanny packs and all that good stuff at some point.
No fun doing that. Love the game music. Thank you for adding the jukebox. K-Soul, music dub.
No problem. Yeah, thank K-Soul. He's done those additional tracks as well. Turned out very nice.
Does the music actually, because I did see a video, does the music interact with like the walls, or is it just like, is that proximity, just like...
Just proximity based,
proximity,
yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a lot of effort.
For like, to interact with the walls, you gotta build like a 3D pathfinding map, which is doable. It's just probably computationally a little expensive.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Unnecessary.
Yeah. So from your community admin, mod, and helper team, we want to thank Tyler for all the work you've done so far and allowing us to help you give back to the community. We appreciate you.
No, thank you. I appreciate you for helping out. I mean, I'm obviously I did not do any of the community stuff without the big team I've got. So yeah, thank you.
Hey Tyler, I'd love to build you a new custom PC with some Schedule 1 decals on the glass or panes, maybe even your Discord avatar on a small business based in Breezy? Like, ship it out down the coast, add me up on Discord if you want.
Brizzy, yeah.
Brizzy.
I do want to build a new PC soon. I actually screenshot that name. When I get around to building a PC, I'll maybe give you a message.
Fartbox AU. Let me just write that down. I've DM'd you the reason behind free Cody. Do with this cursed knowledge as you will. Yeah, I will see once I get back to my PC. It's secret? Sure. Okay. Might as well. Hey Tyler, just got my first PC looking into game development. How would I go about starting to learn code?
I guess, I mean, there's so many good YouTube videos now and series you can follow along. Like, if you're wanting to start with Unity, just go with a beginner series that walks through everything and just start making something, you know? You'll probably make mistakes and stuff, that's fine. Just do small little projects, walk through tutorials. It's just, yeah, persistence and patience, and you'll get the hang of it over time.
Well, practice comes with everything, right? Yeah, just gotta do it a lot of times. It's really a way to get around it. Tyler game in his free time? Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, once in a while.
But yeah, not as much as I'd like, but I'm actually rubbish at video games, to be honest. I play a little bit of Counter-Strike, but the highest I ever got was like Gold Nova 2, and that's just because you and the boys carried me there.
Nah, well, we gotta get you back into it. You gotta start playing it. I feel like now you're adult. You know, the adult buff. We're from Australia. It's tutorials. Hogs, yes. Play with Oni. Play with Oni Pixel. That'd be awesome. What made you go for name schedule 1?
Thought it sounded cool. Yep. It's I was actually kind of hesitant about it at some point because a lot of games in this genre just go very literal with the name, and you know, Schedule 1 is a largely a US term, so I wasn't sure if it was going to translate, but just I stuck with it, and yeah, guess it turned out alright.
In Premiere right now, wish me luck for no cheaters. God damn, there's so many cheaters in Premiere. CS. Wish you luck. It'd be cool to get Fitzy on the stream, but yeah, we'd have to like contact him and stuff. But if it comes around, that'd be sick. Guys, you gave me a full-time job. I was aspiring YouTube schedule and have been able to build a new life for myself thanks to you. So someone's been making Schedule 1 content?
Sure,
yeah,
that's
nice.
awesome. Thank you.
Huge. Good on you, mate. Is your federal agent happy for your success?
I'm sure he is.
Yes, he loves it. I'm sure the government loves all the taxes that they will be accumulating.
Oh, yeah. All up there, I gotta make some lunch and then get ready to go. Answer a few questions. Stream and jorts. Jorts.
That's something kind of
crazy.
yeah.
Awesome. I mean, yeah, like people like that, you can't just like ask them to play it. Like they really only play it if they stumble across it and they like the look of it. So it's insane. Very cool.
One for you, Cody. Do you plan on continuing to supply a boatload more artwork for it? Yeah, it really depends if Tyler needs it. Maybe like the expansion of the map or something. Yeah. If he needs more artwork, then yeah, I'll be there. What's a day in the life of Tyler look like?
Wake up, 7:30 maybe, have coffee, some breakfast, get to work, have some lunch around 1, work till maybe 7-ish, 7 or 8, average. have dinner and go to sleep. Yeah, pretty exciting stuff.
Do you plan on adding pets or animals?
I'd like to.
Yeah.
I definitely want to, but adding pets like dogs and stuff that like horrific abominations.
They're gonna be like blocky.
Yeah, it'll be like some lumpy little potato creature.
Yeah.
Imagine dogs in the art style of this game. That'd be horrifying.
Yeah, that would be.
It could be fun though.
Yeah.
Maybe in the future.
Dang, you work for 6 hours? Yeah, bro. Grinding. Thoughts on dealers picking up merchandise from the running?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I definitely the dealers are going to get more functionality in the future. All employees are really. Like, I want to add individual skill sets for different employees, so you can spend money to train them, and you have like a relationship with them. Maybe like bad employees that try to sabotage you or steal your stuff. There'll be a big expansion on all the employees in the future. For dealers picking up stuff, it might just be. Probably will just be like the driver employees that take product to them rather than them. Just to keep it consistent with the rest of the drivers handling the rest of the item movement stuff. Fresh kinds have a square, this is mentioned. Actually, it's a good idea. Add that to my list. I'll have to be careful to, like, if people have already set theirs up. I guess if I make the square radius have the the same width as the diameter of the circle, it's not gonna like cut off any trash collection area for people. But yeah, I'll add that to my list.
Big lore update planned. I guess that would be when the mana and the cartel get added.
Yeah.
So yeah. Sure. Any chain? Toast is asking if there's any chains letting the RV fill up all with cash. So like when you overflow on the side, it like builds up in the main menu.
Oh right.
Yeah.
I wonder what's the capacity at the moment. I think the check how much like when it visually maxes out how much that corresponds to. $100,000 per pile. It's 4 or 5 piles. 5 piles. So it maxes out at 500,000. Yeah, so probably add some more actually.
Yeah, people want to flex their stacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can probably do that now.
Oh, yeah. Light work.
Why not?
Will there ever be an RV driver war again?
Maybe. Not sure about that, but it's possible.
Maybe it's better than that. Sure. What do you think about adding a way to make alcohol, selling it to the bar or casino?
Moonshining would be cool. There is going to be a liquor update. I'm going to add the interior of this hut. Add drinkable liquor, which would be good fun. But yeah, actually manufacturing liquor, that would be cool. It'll probably come after I add the other 3 drug types first. Yeah, that would go.
Damn. So there's a
Have
stats.
these expand out into the horizon.
Yeah. Some people double stack them on top of each other.
It's probably gonna nuke performance when actually this should be combined. It might have a bit of a performance hit.
Oh, it's just the main menu.
It's the main
yeah.
menu, it's alright.
What do you think about the Roblox copies of Schedule?
And
The Roblox copies.
why not?
All these stacks, yeah. Explosive moonshine.
That's 25 stacks.
Surely.
How many? I wonder how many trials. 3 million trials. 3 million's not terrible. It's alright.
Okay. I had a look at the art channel Discord recently. There's some major, amazing bits of art in there.
I've not, but I will check that.
Any confirmed new drugs? Yeah, like coming shrooms and stuff.
Yeah, next one would be shrooms, and then probably MDMA, and then finally heroin. Those are the ones that are locked in, and then I'm open to.
He's naked, lol. Is LSD in the future plans?
Maybe. The production is just a lot of really heavy chemistry. So I try and choose drugs that like whose production differs quite a lot from one another, and also is also actually like fun to do. So the 6 that I have planned at the moment, their production methods all vary quite a bit. LSD is just, yeah, it's a lot of wacky chemistry. If I can make doing wacky all that chemistry fun, I'll do it, but yeah, I'll have to see if it works well gameplay wise. Let's hit the 3-hour mark. Woo!
Yeah, we.
Alright, I should probably call it there.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for checking in. It's the first productive Schedule 1 development stream.
Yep.
And I'll probably do another one sometime this week. But yeah, thanks for
Freeze in the
stopping
chat for
by.
Tala. Freeze in the chat for Tala. Yeah. 3 hours for
Wow.
free. Yeah. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Good night.
Thank you everyone. See you later.
See ya.